social activist. And I actually met Jennifer through Twitter. So I'm so happy to have her here today.
Hi, everybody. I think anybody who's met me here today has probably met me on Twitter. Great to be here. Thank you so much for inviting me. It's an honor and a privilege. I'm going to tell you a little bit about some of the experiences that I have had on Twitter, how they brought me to the Basic Income March today, and how they've made me an advocate for double ODSP now as well. So I am a tech CEO, typically not doing a lot of activism, or was not historically doing a lot of activism in the space, until I got to know a couple of guys who were living in the garden across from me, both double amputees, both on ODSP, both living in a park, both homeless. And I was like, this is crazy. How is this even possible that this is happening in Canada? A story that many of us are very familiar with. And out of that has grown a mutual aid effort that a woman named Brenda Potter and I run for people on ODSP, because they cannot meet, as many of you know, it is impossible to meet monthly expenses every month. It is absolutely impossible. We find that people are on average between $600 and $700 a month short. So every day, Brenda and I raise money for people, whether it's groceries, it's rent, it's eviction notices, it's overdue medication. 90% of the people that we work with are on ODSP. You can reach out to either of us on Twitter. My handle's a little weird. It's Nejsnave, Nejsnave. So if you find yourself in a crunch at the end of the month and you're not exactly sure how you're going to feed yourself for the next few days, we can be an option for you. This is called mutual aid, and thank you. And what I'm really here today to talk about is how many of us can run mutual aid efforts in our communities as well. This is one that we happen to be running. There's another one called Pandemic of Love, where people can submit their needs and then get them addressed. But it's simple. You can walk around your neighborhood, see people in need who are outside and unhomed. About 40% of people outside and unhomed are on ODSP. Is that fair? Is that just? Is that how we want to be taking care of the people in our community who need the most support? Absolutely. So the mutual aid effort, as I said, runs on Twitter. We post amounts that people need every day, usually somewhere between, it's a kind of a growing amount now, between 12 and 25 families every single day come to us for support. We raise about $50 for groceries. If you have an eviction, if you need first or last, these are all things that we can help you with. So if you're interested in finding out more, again, it's Nejsnave, Nejsnave on Twitter. And please reach out and we'll do what we can to help. I just wanted to say one more thing. This is a really historic day. For those of you who are unaware, the NDP has just committed to doubling ODSP in its second year. So not the first year when rates will go up by 20%, but next year, NDP is committed in Ontario to doubling ODSP rates. From what we can tell, this is the first time that an anti-poverty movement has actually moved not only one, but two parties platformed during the course of an election. It's long overdue, but we got to celebrate our wins. That is a huge victory. It's due to all of the work that everybody here has done. It's an amazing step forward. We know there's tons more work to do, but it's so encouraging to see the attention, the care, and the concern. And I just wanted to thank everybody who's taken a leadership role, put the time in, come out to marches and rallies. You really made a big difference, so thank you.